From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Wednesday, June 19th of 2024. I'm Amy Rose, and this is what's going on. 2 more suspects connected to the Mitchell Legion baseball team's sexual misconduct investigation for an incident alleged to have happened in Rapid City have struck plea deals with prosecutors. Carter Miller and Peyton Mandel have both pleaded guilty to 1 count of accessory to felony. As part of the deal, the most severe charges will be dropped against the pair, and they have agreed to testify in the case. Each still faces up to 5 years in prison. This comes a week after the plea deal was cut in the case by Lincoln Bates under similar terms. The Rapid City Council has passed second reading of a revised ordinance that would change how the vision funds would be implemented. Now to Gary Matthews with the details.
It's been a little more than a month since the ordinance had its first reading approved by the council. On Monday, the second reading for the ordinance update that would ultimately remove specific procedural requirements for vision fund allocations was approved. The decision, however, by the council was met with some disagreement by some in the Rapid City community who want to extend the consideration and the timeline for a vote on the proposed changes. The decision to pass the updated ordinance will now give the City Council control over how the vision funds will be allocated during each plan period.
In national and international news, Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un have signed a new partnership that includes a vow of mutual aid if either country faces aggression. Their summit came as both face escalating standoffs with the West. Details were not immediately clear, but the deal could mark their strongest connection since the end of the Cold War. Both leaders described it as a major upgrade of their relations, covering security, trade, investment, and cultural and humanitarian ties. The U.S. and its allies are concerned over a possible arms arrangement in which Putin receives badly needed munitions for the war in Ukraine in exchange for economic assistance and technology that could enhance Kim's nuclear weapons and missile program. Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon have killed 3 Hezbollah fighters as a U.S. envoy tasked with avoiding a devastating regional war returned to Israel after meeting officials in Lebanon. Lebanese state media reported multiple Israeli strikes along the border and in an area north of the coastal city of Tyre. The Israeli military said 2 Hezbollah launches damaged several vehicles in northern Israel. Amos Hochstein, a senior advisor to U.S. President Joe Biden, was back in Israel after meetings in Lebanon on Tuesday. There has been no word on whether he has made progress in his efforts to avoid a wider war. A bulk carrier sank in the Red Sea days after an attack by Yemen's Houthi rebels, believed to have killed 1 mariner on board. The Tudor is the second ship to be sunk in the rebel campaign. The British military's United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Center issued a warning to sailors in the Red Sea region. It said, military authorities report maritime debris and oil sighted in the last reported location. The vessel is believed to have sunk. The Houthis acknowledged the sinking, but the U.S. military did not. And finally, Willie Mays, baseball's exuberant and electrifying Say Hey Kid, has died at 93. The San Francisco Giants and Mays family jointly announced his death. The Giants center fielder with his signature basket catch was one of the game's greatest and most beloved players. He hit more than 600 home runs, totaled more than 3,000 hits, and was a joy to behold in the outfield. His over-the-shoulder catch of a long drive in the 1954 World Series is baseball's most celebrated defensive feat. He had been baseball's oldest living Hall of Famer. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center today: sunny and 70. Slight chance of rain and 52 overnight. That was your Daily Slice for Wednesday, June 19th of 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by Amy Rose with Gary Matthews. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm Amy Rose. Have a great day.